Welcome back to our students. We are with our poem Night of the Scorpion by Ezekiel. And this poem, as we know, is about a single episode in the life of the poet. The incident is the scorpion, forced by continuous rain, it seeks refuge inside the house of the poet under a sack of rice, and it stings the mother of the poet. And after that incident, there is the coming of neighbors flocking to her, wanting to help out. And all these things are observed by the speaker in the first person, and he recollects and describes, narrates the reaction of people. In the first stanza, he says that he very well remembers the night when his mother was stung by a scorpion. It was, we may say, a rainy season, and it had been raining continuously for 10 hours. And maybe that was the reason that the scorpion was forced to come out from its hole and to take shelter for safety. It in crawled under the sack of the rice in the storehouse of the poet. Then his mother might have been around the sack for some work, and that scorpion stung her, and it happened just in a flash of lightning. Immediately, mother was stung by the scorpion. The scorpion was not seen. Thereafter, it disappeared, and the poet says that it risked its life out in rain again. Then, the news of the scorpion bite spread in the village, and the peasants of the neighborhood, they crowded the house like swarms of bees. They all prayed to God several times continuously. For the purpose, the prayer was to paralyze the evil and to make the scorpion inactive and helpless. That we have read in these stanzas. Now we move further. With candles and with lanterns, throwing giant scorpion shadows on the mud baked walls, they searched for him. These are the activities which the neighbors are doing. The poet says, with candles. Those villagers, as the setting is that of a village, there is no electricity. So they came with candles and they came with lanterns. And on the walls, their huge scorpion shadows were seen. On the mud baked walls of the house is not made of concrete or cement, it is just like the village houses made of mud that is baked in the sunlight. So, on the mud baked walls, there were the shadows of people coming. As they were carrying lanterns and candles in their hands, the shadows were there on the walls of the house. And these shadows, they were looking like huge scorpion, huge dark black scorpions. It means the atmosphere of terror in the house of the poet. Everything was just looking as dangerous as that scorpion. And they searched for him. He was not found. People searched for the scorpion everywhere, but unfortunately, the scorpion was not found. They clicked their tongue. Those villagers, they clicked their tongue, a sign of sympathy, a sign of failure also. That, alas, afsos, we cannot find that scorpion. And then it may be the clicking of the tongue as a sympathy, that it is very sad for the lady that we are unable to find the scorpion. With every movement that the scorpion made, his poison moved in mother's blood, they said. That was the reason of their clicking the tongue in despair, that it would have been better to find the scorpion, because as that creature, the scorpion, makes the movement. With every movement of that creature, there is the movement of poison in the blood of mother. So they had earlier prayed to paralyze the scorpion. If the scorpion is paralyzed, if it does not move, it will also stop the movement of the poison in the blood of mother. Otherwise, with every movement of the scorpion, the poison will spread in the body of mother. May he sit still, they said. May he sit still, they said. May the sins of your previous birth be burnt away tonight, they said. May your suffering decrease the misfortunes of your next birth, they said. May the sum of all evil, balanced in this unreal world against the sum of good, become diminished by your pain. May the poison purify your flesh of desire and your spirit of ambition, they said. These are the various reactions made by those innocent peasants. They are sitting around his mother, and they are expressing their concerns. They are wishing them these things, that the pain she is suffering may bring some good result. And what they say? May he sit still, O God. Again a prayer. May the scorpion sit still, stop moving, so the spread of the poison in your blood will also stop. Then she said, that the sins of your previous birth be burnt away tonight. Don't worry. The burning pain of the poison of the scorpion is actually the burning of the sins which you have committed in your previous birth. So now you are getting rid of all those previous sins. May your suffering decrease the misfortunes of your next birth. Somebody were talking about the next birth. Someone said that your previous sins are burning, you will have to suffer less for them. Then someone made this remark that if you forbear the pain this night, the burning pain is an indication that you will have to face less misfortunes, less sufferings in your next birth. So don't lose hope. May the sum of all evil, all the wrong deeds, all the sins which you have committed knowingly or unknowingly, all the wrong things, all the injustice that you have done, balanced in this unreal world. It is just a repayment for those sins which you have done in this unreal world. And it will be balanced against the sum of good. Thus, your balance sheet of your good deeds and your bad deeds, your virtues and your vices, it will be balanced in your favor. Because by your this suffering, the balance of your sins, the balance of your misdeeds, the balance of your evils, all these things will be diminished. And in this sense, the scale of your goodness, the scale of your fortune will become heavier. So don't lose hope. Pray to God that He is giving you this opportunity of suffering. It is a kind of repayment for the wrongs which you have done in your previous birth, or which you have done in your this present life, or which maybe you are going to do in your next birth. So may the sum of all evil balanced in this unreal world. Even in this world, the world is unreal according to the Indian philosophy. This world is not the real one. It is just a shadow. So even only in this shadowy world, against the sum of good, your sum of evil will be decreased. It will be diminished by your pain. May the poison purify your flesh. Flesh is skin, or we can say here the worldly. You will be purified by all your worldly desires, by all your ambitions, and thus you will be free. As a person, as a human being, you have various types of desires, various types of demands, various types of good or bad desires, we may say. Your spirit is full of ambitions, and all these things will be pacified, all these things will be purified by your this suffering. And they sat around on the floor with my mother in the center, the peace of understanding on each face. And thus they were talking in this way. They were sitting around my mother. My mother was lying there on the ground, and these villagers, they were surrounding her, sitting all around her, and with a sense of understanding, as if they understand the way of the world, they understand the philosophy of the world. They were sitting around my mother and were expressing these things for my mother. So we see in these lines that the people, they thought that the sins of his mother would be reduced, would be diminished by her this suffering. It is just a blessing in disguise. Some of them thought that the mother was stung because of the sins she has committed in her previous birth. Some wished that the misfortunes of her next birth might decrease on account of the suffering which she was undergoing that night. And then there were other people who said that the world is full of desire. Everyone has so many desires, and they wish that our flesh may be purged of desire and our spirit may be purged, purified of ambition. They wished for the purification of the lady's sins if she had committed in previous life. So we find that these people are expressing their opinion as per the thoughts and beliefs according to their understanding. And they are so confident, they are sincere in their expression that it is their belief. They do not have any kind of doubt about these things. And in this way, they are trying to solace her mother. They are trying to give some courage to her mother. We will take next stanzas in our next class. So till then, goodbye.